a quick workout for glutes and abs. So we're going to come down on a medium and a light spring, but again, if you want it on a heavier spring for pelvic roll-ups, you can add an extra spring. So we'll come lying down. And having those arms down beside us, just check your shoulder blades are tucked together. And we're going to go exhale, squeeze, bottom press back down, and gently release. Exhale, squeeze, and gently release. Exhale, squeeze, and slowly release. Exhale, squeeze, slowly release. Just warming up those lower vertebrae. Exhale, squeeze, gently release back to neutral. Exhale, squeeze, gently release. Squeeze, bottom press back down, and gently release. One more. Sorry, my chickens are making lots of noise. Last one. Gently release. Then we'll have our arms down beside us. Then our exhale, squeeze bottom, hollow tummy out, slowly peeling it up. Try to keep that carriage in. So you should feel those hamstrings, try to hold it in as well. Then inhale while we're up. And slowly rolling down through each vertebrae, all the way back to neutral. Inhale. Exhale, slowly rolling up. Inhale at the top, hold tummy down. And exhale, slow and controlled back down. Inhale. Exhale, slowly rolling up. Inhale. And exhale, slow and controlled back down. Inhale through nose. Exhale out mouth. Rolling up, squeezing through glutes. Inhale at the top, hold tummy down. And exhale, slow and controlled back down. One more. Exhale, rolling up. Inhale. And exhale, slow and controlled back down. Then we're going to grab the straps in our hands. Shoulder blades are tucked down and back. And the front of the shoulders relax down and back. Watch they're not right up off the carriage. Then drawing ribs together gently at the front. Lifting one leg. Then the other. Feel that tummy's on. We're going to squeeze legs together. Exhale, sweep hands to hips. Gently coming back. Inhale, coming back. Inhale, slowly back. Tummy's on. Just getting those abdominals on. Exhale, down. Gently coming back. So just gently pressing that back down, just so that tummy's on. Really exhale, flattening that lower T-zone out. So it's from hip bone to hip bone at the front. It's that real lower tummy. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, down. One more. Gently coming back. Now curling head up. As much as you can. And slow and controlled back. Exhale, curling up. And gently coming back. Exhale, curling up. Gently coming back. If you've got a sore neck, but just leave that head down. From there, holding that head up, slide knees and feet hip distance. Exhale, push one leg out. Inhale, back in. Exhale, flattening that lower tummy out. Feel it sneak into the back, push that leg a little higher. Really draw chin to chest, draw ribs to hips. Really try to curl up a bit more. sure shoulders are down away from the ears. Kill up a little more. You can rest head down if you need to. Just keep doing those legs. And gently coming back, resting head back down. Then just putting those straps down. Then we're just going to do another pelvic roll up. Keeping that carriage nice and still so you feel the hamstrings a bit on this one. Exhale, squeeze, bottom hollow tummy out, rolling up. Then we're going to roll out and rolling back in. Exhale, going out. Inhale, back in. Exhale, out. Gently back in. Exhale, out. Slowly back in. Last two. Do two more. And rolling it all the way back down. Then just rolling to the side to come sitting up. And we're going to go on a red spring and a light spring. So grab that block for the head. And come sideline. Just make sure you're back far enough that your knees just behind the edge of the carriage. His hips are nice and level. So just have a look at your hips, check that they're nice and level. And then having that top hand on the hip, squeezing just inside that hip bone. Watch your underneath shoulder as it pushes forward. Just bring it back into the socket and just gently laying on it. Have that top toe just behind the edge of the carriage or the padding on the rail. Then exhale, push. Slowly back in. Exhale, push. So it should be reasonably heavy. Exhale, push. Exhale, push. Inhale, gently back in. Feeling that tummy flatten as you exhale, gently back in. So where those two fingers are pushing inside the hip. Now swinging that toe up. This one should be more on that deep glute. And then resting in, swing that toe down, knees are touching, exhale, push out. Inhale, coming in on that angle. Just do the best you can. More. that breath. And gently back in, resting it down. Then we're just going to change the spring to a medium spring and take off that light one. Then putting that strap on that top foot. Having those legs stacked. And then gently up, knee and foot's above the hip. Heel's going to push out in line with that front edge of the padding on the rail. Sweep that heel back, nice and long through that spine, pushing through that heel. Gently coming forward to the front edge of that padding. Gently bend that knee back in. 1. Sweep back, slowly sweep forward, bend knee in. 2. Gently push out, sweep back, gently coming forward, coming back in. 3. Gently push out, sweep back, slowly coming forward, tummy's on, gently coming forward, that's 4. Gently push out, sweep back, come forward, coming in. 5. Pushing out, sweep back, going forward, bending in. 6. Pushing out, sweep back, sweep forward, coming in. Pushing out, sweep back, going forward, coming in. 9. Sweep back, coming forward, back in. 10. Sweep back, coming forward, back in. Push out. Now 10, sweeping back, coming forward, sweeping back, coming forward, sweeping back, coming forward, sweeping back. Use that breath. You should really feel that glute. Bending knee, coming all the way back in and resting it all the way down. Then we're going to take that strap off that foot, rolling all the way in. Then changing it back to a light spring and a heavy spring, so the red, if you've got red or heavy. Taking that medium one off. So you're on a heavy and a light, rolling over to the other side. Get that underneath knee away from the edge. So just back behind the edge. Then just check your hips are level. So where your right is nice and level. Then pushing out from that foot. Exhale, pushing out. Slowly coming in. Make sure you come from the underneath shoulder. Slowly coming in. Make sure the pelvis isn't tucked under, poke bottom back so it looks really long. Looking out forward, neck's nice and neutral. Now we're going to swing that toe up. Make sure you're drawing the underneath waist up as well. Hips are level. Feel that tummy flattening out as you push. deepest. And resting it down. And then we're going to change those springs. So just change it to a medium. Then grabbing that strap, go over that top foot. Stacking those legs. Make sure hips are nice and stacked. So just check your pant line is in line, because the hips might be uneven on each side. So you just want to try and get them level. Then having that hand on the glute, gently lift that knee and foot above the hip. Push that heel out in line with the front edge of the padding, but that foot so that heel's a little bit above the rail. Sweeping that heel back in line with the body, gently sweeping it forward, bend knee in, coming back in. Slowly pushing out, sweeping back, sweeping forward, and back in. Pushing out, and back, coming forward, and back in. Pushing out, and back, coming in, and back in. Pushing out, sweep back, slowly sweep forward to that front edge, slow and controlled in. 3. Pushing out, sweeping back, sweeping forward, and back in. 4. Pushing out, sweeping back, sweeping forward, and back in. 5. Pushing out, sweeping back, really slow and controlled. Watch those hips aren't rocking, use that tummy. 7, this one is. Tummy's on. Gently coming in, pushing out, sweeping along that rail, sweeping forward, and back in. Pushing out, and back, and forward, and back in. This one's 10, and back, and forward, and back in. Push it back out, sweeping back, and forward, and back, and forward, and back, to the front of the rail, pushing back, gently forward. Use that breath. Should be right on that glute now. Really reaching out through that heel. Last 3. Bending that knee, coming all the way back in. Taking that strap off, rolling all the way in. And just rolling onto the back. You can have that block still under the head, just make sure it's not pushing into your neck. We'll cross the opposite one to the one you were just doing over. Try and draw that tailbone down, because your hips might want to tip like that. We want to try and draw that tailbone down. So we're really lengthening through that glute. T-zone still on, have 2 breaths there. Really getting that pelvis to neutral. Then gently just taking your legs to the right. Have a breath there. Use that tummy, exhale, coming back. Gently going to the left. Have a breath there, tummy's on, that lower T-zone. Exhale, coming back. Uncrossing that leg. Swapping legs. Now again, try and draw that tailbone down, really lengthen through that glute, pulling it down. Trying to anchor that pelvis down. 2 breaths there. Gently taking the legs to one side. Have a breath there. Gently going to that other side. Then gently coming back to center. Putting both feet onto the rail, pushing out onto the balls of the feet, sink those heels down, going up onto toes, down, up onto toes. Draw heels in, toes out, still on balls of the feet, gently down and back up, gently down and back up. Swing toes out, touch those toes together, swing heels out, draw heels down and back up. Hips are nice and neutral, not swinging through that back. And gently rolling all the way back in. And just rolling to the side to come up sitting. And just come up kneeling. Come right up against the shoulder rest. And just grabbing those D loops. And coming sitting up. It's still on just a medium spring, but if you need more help coming up, then just add a light spring to it. We're gonna watch you don't just bend into the hips. You want that rib tip connection, but you don't want to arch back. So keep rib to hip, and you want the glutes squeezing as well. Inhale, gently going back. Should feel quads. Exhale, use those legs coming back up. Inhale back. Exhale, slowly back up. Last two. Really use those quads. And resting back down. Then we're just going to come standing up. Take one foot back, one foot forward. Bring the other hand on the hip. Knees are a little bit soft. Then gently going up and over, pushing out with this hand on that hip. Stretching all through that side body. Have that head the same angle as that arm. Relax, shoulders down. 2 breaths. And gently coming back, swapping legs. Having that hand out, gently going over. Stretching through that side body. Relax those shoulders. Pushing that hip out. And gently coming back. Then just bringing feet hip distance. Knees are soft. Inhale up. Reach up tall. And exhale, slow and controlled down. Inhale, going up, reaching up tall, and exhale, gently back down. One more. And exhale, slow and controlled down. Good work. Thank you. Have a good day.